Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at the Gao Granner shark from Tomica Kizuna Gattai Earth Granner. Finally have my shark pants. I had to go to Amazon Japan to get this because for whatever reason HLJ still has not put them up. Not really sure why, but found them on Amazon Japan, so went ahead and ordered it on there. Over here shows you the shark mode as well as the two weapons you can make. I'm assuming the bladed weapon is for when it attaches to Leo, and then the gun is for when it attaches to Shark. Although so far I've seen through episode 10, and we have never seen this combined with Leo in the show yet. So I'll be very interested to see if that eventually happens. We will definitely be taking a look at it in this review. But here you can see just the shark on the side, and this is just kind of a screen cap or general poster for the show with Leo, Cheetah, and Eagle Shark. Not really anything super exciting going on down here. Spin it around to the back. Up top you can see how it has the shark. And then it just shows you how the cars can work with all of the items. But, you know, there's no car in here. So I guess they're just saying the car will work with this kind of. And we'll get into that. But it just shows how it turns into the pants. Shark pants. But yeah, so then here's the two weapons. And again, it just shows it combining with the eagle. I definitely want to take a look at it with lion though, because I feel like why has no one shown that anywhere? It definitely works, right? It almost has me doubting that it can work, but I'm like, of course it has to be able to work, but now I'm curious, so we'll take a look. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and get shark out of the box. There'll be a few stickers I have to apply, so we'll get that all done, and then we'll take a closer look. Here is the shark fully assembled and stickered up. The stickers are pretty good, but I will say you have to be careful when you're pulling them off the sticker sheet, because they're those kind of stickers where they're kind of thick, and it's very easy to accidentally pull them apart where you're pulling the colored part of the sticker away from the actual adhesive part of the sticker. I had that happen to me down here on this little yellow one, and luckily I was just able to use a glue stick to glue it back down so it looks okay. Everything else was pretty good for the most part, but just a little something to be careful of. You can see that he has wheels underneath, so you can roll him very well. I mean, it's very apparent that it's just a pair of legs laying down that they put some shark fins on. It's not really that amazing, but I think it does the job. I like the little shark head. The green eyes are nicely painted. The mouth does open and close, so you got that going on. Otherwise, you don't really have a lot of articulation in this form. You do have some fin movement, mostly just for the transformation. This fin is just kind of pegged in between the 2 feet, and then this is the gun piece that you just take off, very similar to how Cheetah's works. So that's it. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. In this form, these should be pushed down. The kneecap should be pushed down. But you can see a decent amount of paint, decent amount of stickers as well, so it's kind of a nice balance. I think there was something like 15, 16 stickers in total, so not too terrible. Just have to be careful with how they come off the sticker sheet, but otherwise, I think the shark looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and we'll do the combination with we'll do the shark with the shark. We'll do the combination with the eagle first, since that's the one we see in the show primarily. So transformation is very simple. You're going to go ahead and you're going to take this off, like so. We're going to go ahead and unpeg the feet, and then this piece in the center will just come out and put that off to the side. I'm going to tilt this up a little bit. I'll probably have to move the camera when I actually attach the eagle, but you're going to flip the heels out like so. Very simple. Then you're just going to rotate the waist, or I should say the hips down. You can kind of put them out to the side if you want. Do a little ankle tilt. Pull these shoulders a little forward. Fold these fins back. Now, the directions don't tell you to flip the shark head upside down. At least I didn't see it anywhere in the directions. But the cheetahs did. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Just like the cheetah, you can just flip the shark head 180. That way you can have his butt talking. I don't know. In any case, here are the shark pants. Articulation, pretty much what you'd expect. You have the nice tight ratchet in the hip. Out to the side, you do have a thigh swivel. You have a double jointed knee, and then you have some ankle tilt, and you do have a little bit of forward and back in the ankle as well, but not a ton, just a little bit. Mostly you want the ankle tilt, but you can kind of rotate out to the side a little bit. But yeah, overall, I think it looks good. Definitely some quality shark pants. Love the color scheme. I think the two-tone blue with the yellow really works. A little bit of gunmetal gray and black and silver there as well, so overall pretty good. For the shark configuration, you're going to open this up. This little hinge right here opens, and then you can unpeg this piece, which is a little bit easier said than done because it's kind of tight. There we go. Now I think you're going to take this, and you're going to, not this one, but this one here, you're going to pop that in and close that up. And then you're going to take this, and you can see that there is a peg hole and a peg, and then there is a peg hole and a peg. So you're going to drop this on here like this, and that gives you your crossbow, gun, whatever you want to call it. But just be careful you don't try to put these larger pegs on the inside, because it's never going to fit because they extend so far out. So you'll never get it to close it if you don't use the bottom set of pegs. But overall, pretty cool gun. I'm going to go ahead and bring the eagle in and just go ahead and connect it on. Okay, so first what we're going to do, bring in the eagle torso. So what you have to do, and this took me a while to figure out, and I'm going to spare you all of the frustration that I had, but I turned it off and on again, and then you want to hold the button down. And that kind of changes it to eagle shark instead of eagle cheetah. I can't tell you, well, I shouldn't tell you, but I spent a lot of time trying to figure that out, because I'm looking at these and the connection. See, originally I thought the way this was going to work was, you can see that there's like a little tab here. So this is kind of the main connection to the torso, and then there's this little peg here. And how that works is it hits this button right here, pushes it in, and that's what makes the car say Kizuna Gattai. So I'm thinking to myself, you know, is it this button over here on the side? Like, I'm thinking, should there be a tab on this side instead of on this side so that it hits one button versus the other? I'm thinking, how does the car know? And I played with it for a long time, and eventually I just figured out that you have to hold the button down first to change it. So, I mean, maybe the directions specifically tell you that, but I can't read Japanese, so I had to trial and error. But if we go ahead and put this in, close this up, and then so there we go. We can get it to say eagle shark, and I can't tell you how nice it is to get it reliably to do that after the amount of time I wasted figuring out how to get it to reliably do that. Also, you put the little talons on the feet just like you do with cheetah. I think it looks great. I mean, I like the two tones of blue. You have the pop of yellow and kind of the gunmetal gray throughout to kind of unify the color scheme. I really like the look of this like crossbow gun thing. So I'm really happy with it. I think it looks good. The sound effects are fun. Now that I can reliably get them to work. But yeah, overall, I think it looks pretty cool. Now, I will say that the connection on mine, I don't think is super strong. Now, it was a little wonky to begin with. All of the times I messed with it back and forth probably didn't help. So sometimes it'll just say Kizuna Gattai, just because I think the connection from the shark pants to the torso, you know, they're not that strong. You can also hang this back here if you'd like. You can... There it goes again. I forget how this goes. I think you can either hook it like this. Somehow you can connect these two pieces here. Okay. Settle down, pal. You can see what I mean, how it just kind of will not stop at this point. Because the connection of the torso is very loose at this point. But in any case, I know there's a way that you can use these 2 points here to connect to these 2 points on here. So I'm trying to remember how you do that. Because it feels like this would get in the way. I forget, but there is a way to do it. And I don't know what it is offhand, but I'll have to look it up. I mean, otherwise you could just kind of peg this in there if you wanted to. And maybe that is what you do, I don't remember. This thing is really loose now. I guess all the times I tried it back and forth, it's super loose, but... Come on, do it. It's still pretty cool. I like it. So yes, the connection's a little loose, but I think mine was a little loose to start, and I only made it worse by the multiple times I was playing with it. But I do like that you can put that on the back. I think that's pretty cool. But of course, I like them just to kind of hold it as well. But next, we're going to go ahead. We're going to check out the connection with the lion. So here he is connected to lion. I actually really like this. I think the blue and the red work really well together, especially with the little red paws there on the feet. How it works with the weapon is instead of having the gun, you have to unpeg this, which I have to say, this is a really snug connection. Not impossible to get off, but it's pretty snug. And then you open this up, take this piece out, close that back up, and then I think you connect this here like this, and then this connects on like this, and it makes like a melee weapon. So he just holds that in his hand like so. Now, I don't think this works for lion, but we'll go ahead and check it out. I've been playing with it, but... Alright. Where's the release button under here? Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and take these off. There we go. Is this already loose in here? Yeah, okay, that's why I couldn't get it to go. So I'm going to turn this off. And then I'm going to turn it on again. And then when I try to hold the button down, you can see it doesn't do anything. So it's just the same as if I just press the button down, unfortunately. So I don't think he has a shark sound effect, which I guess makes sense, because so far... So as I was saying, we haven't seen this configuration in the show. I don't know that we're going to. So that might be why the sound effects for Shark are not built into the red car. I've even got the other one here with the green wheels, and I'll see if this one works, but I'm pretty sure it does not. Yeah, so unfortunately there's no way to switch to a Shark mode for Leo. Which is a bummer, but you can still do the configuration just putting the robots together, and I think it looks pretty cool. But the fact that the cars can't make the sounds leads me to believe that we're probably not going to see this configuration in the show, unless they do it maybe one time as like a one-off. But I think you're pretty much going to see Leo Cheetah and Eagle Shark going forward. Same thing goes when they eventually get to the release of Sable Tiger and Panther. I don't think you're going to be able to... I mean, I think the robots will be able to mix and match, but I don't think there'll be sounds for it. So, only time will tell. We'll see how it goes. But either way, still a pretty cool configuration. So I think this is pretty fun. I mean, I've always thought aesthetically it looks really good. I love the look of the eagle and the shark with the two... as I make more sounds. I think the two-tone blue really works with a little bit of yellow and gray acting as a unifying color scheme. Really like the look of these two together. I do think that the shark pants look good with Leo as well. It's kind of a bummer that there aren't sounds in the Leo Tomica that you can get the Leo shark combination, which again kind of leads me to suspect that we're not going to see the combination in the show. But I at least appreciate that the Eagle Granner, or Eagle Core Granner Eagle, however it works, the Eagle car, I appreciate has the sounds for both. I wish it was more apparent how to change between the two. Like I said, I looked through the directions, and again, I don't read Japanese, but I'm surprised it took me so long to figure it out. And I could have saved myself a decent amount of frustration, but I was able to figure it out, and now that I can consistently get the sounds depending on which one I want to connect, I think it's kind of funny. Like, I was looking for what I'm used to with Sentai and Rider toys, some kind of pin system or something like that, and it's really just like, well, you have two sounds, you can toggle between them by holding the button down. Oh, okay, there you go. But now that I can consistently get the shark sound effects out of the car, very happy with it. Love the aesthetic look of the shark pants. I should stop calling it shark pants, but the Gao Granner shark. It makes a really cool combination with the eagle. And even in the shark mode, I think the shark mode is a little bit more successful than the cheetah mode, because the cheetah really just kind of looks like legs with wheels and like a head at the end. But because you have the fins, and I don't know what it is. The shark mode, I feel like, is just a little bit more successful than the cheetah mode. Just my opinion. But in any case, I recommend picking it up if you can. Like I said, I had to get mine from Amazon Japan. I'm not really sure why HLJ is not putting these up. But hopefully eventually they'll be available. I think Ami Ami might even have these by now. It came out about a week ago, so it should be trickling out in wherever you usually buy Japanese toys from. But yeah, if you've been picking up the rest of the line, I definitely recommend picking it up because I think it's a nice addition. And I'm definitely looking forward to the saber-toothed tiger, the panther, and the crow, which should hopefully be here sometime in July, I'm guessing. Maybe August, depending on delays and whatnot, but we'll see how it goes. In any case, I guess the next releases are the two other cars, with the white version of the Leo car and the lighter blue version of the Eagle car. So we'll see how that goes. But in any case, definitely recommend picking up the shark pants because I think they're a lot of fun. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.